I am Shoaib Roy, and this is the second of 3 videos about the Maps and Apps crowdsourcing exercise that I am producing for the Digital Health Conference and Hack on the 29th and 30th of June in Leeds. I'd like to talk about the flexibility and uncertainty of the Maps and Apps project and try and share with you how that really was the frame for how to get a great idea from back of an envelope to actually some action. So I, again, with NHS thinking very much in mind, would like to use a sustainability model, which you'll probably know about, but just reflect that actually from a staff and an organisation and a process perspective, and so they're the 3 main areas from the Institute's sustainability model, we were pretty light in all 3. I think I could generously say we thought through most of the things, but I think it would be accurate to say that those of us who were behind the project were not very disciplined in writing things down to do with the processes of what we were going to do, or how we were going to definitely align with the goals and culture of different individuals and organisations. But what we did was really, or I believe, we tuned in to some of the basics of a social movement. So I'm a big fan of social movement thinking. I refer to Helen Bevan's work for the Institute a lot, and I think, again, lifting words from Helen Bevan's work, we made an emotional and logical argument that made it extremely difficult for people who are enthusiastic about digital innovation, disruptive innovation, to not make a contribution. And that wasn't highly deliberate. That was just because we are also deeply passionate about understanding what's going on in the NHS with maps and apps and smartphones. And it wasn't just about the NHS. We started to discover through social media the connection to social care and the connection to other industries and other areas where apps and smartphones are being used for transformational purposes. So I think that we gave a really compelling reason to get involved, and we ignited something. We ignited some enthusiasm that just needs to be coordinated into something that then gathered the information together. And I believe, personally, that the participants in the Maps and Apps work mostly identified with what we were trying to do, and that's why the connections were made. And those connections, they were made and they were maintained using social media. And that's the topic of the 3rd video that follows this.